a liar, a professional liar, how can he be the same as the one who only tells the truth? They can't be the same. You, sir, please come here. You are, have you finished your studies? So, my dear Muslim friends, here is the challenge. UK has a serious problem. The UK. Fundamentally, Islam is incompatible in our nation. Fundamentally. We in the UK have a certain number of basic building blocks of our society. Truth, we care about truth. Islam doesn't care about truth. As a matter of fact, it's not just that the Islam doesn't care about truth. It wants the Muslims to lie to us. So it's incompatible. We have a problem in our nation. Today the MPs, most of them are clueless. The Prime Minister is clueless. Our king, unfortunately, God bless him, but he is clueless. He thinks, hey, look, all of these people are perfectly fine in our nation. What he doesn't understand is, no. Even though they are signing passport documents, the sign that they have, the paper, the signed document is not worth the paper it is signed upon. The monarch doesn't understand this. The parliament doesn't understand this. So we have a fundamental problem. Problem number 2, my dear Muslim friends, if you're Muslims, please, are you Muslims, sir? Any Muslims, if you're Muslims, please step forward. Fundamental building block number 2 in our nation. What is it? Reason. In the UK, we care about rational behavior, reasonable behavior. If you walk around the UK claiming you are the Prime Minister of the UK when you're not Keir Starmer, people will think something has gone wrong up there somewhere. And if you continue doing that for multiple days, soon enough you'll find some free residence. It's called a mental asylum. Reason is important in the UK. And this is why, my dear friends, in the UK, this is why in the UK, we have free speech. Look at him. See what has happened to him because of Islam. If you don't want this to happen to you, don't be a Muslim, sir. If you are a Muslim for any considerable period of time, this is what is going to happen to you. Don't come near me. Don't come near me. Don't harass me, sir. Don't harass me. Thank you very much. So, problem number 2, because of Islam, problem number 2 in our nation, the fact that we respect reason in our nation means we have free speech. You have liberty to take up a new religion. You have liberty to leave a religion. No one would force you to be a Christian. Neither would anyone force you to stay as a Christian. As long as you are sensible, you would want to be a Christian. So this is what is called reasonable behavior. We in the UK respect free speech, reasonable behavior. But my dear friends, Islam is against every single aspect of what I have said so far. And I can demonstrate using the Quran. I can demonstrate using the Quran. According to the Quran, you cannot leave Islam. Are you Muslim, sir? You are. Instead of laughing too much from behind the camera, please come forward. My dear friend, as a Muslim, when you came, my dear friend, when you came here, the first thing I saw you was a loud laughter from you. If you do that any number of times, just because you're a Muslim, you're then going to become a proper nutter. Problem number 2 I want to raise up and flag is that Islam doesn't belong in our nation because Islam structurally is irrational, like that gentleman. Islam is structurally irrational. Number 1, 2 specific points. My dear friends, please listen. All Muslims, please listen, because when you panic and run, you at least need to know why you are panicking and running. So listen carefully, understand the challenge properly, and then panic and run. 3 specific aspects of Islam, right from the Quran. Aspect number 1, the Quran does not want critical evaluation of Islam. The Quran doesn't allow it. The Quran responds to critical evaluation of Islam with violence. If anyone wants to challenge, yeah, you see, father and son panic and running. First one, first family to panic and run. The first challenge. I know. But you were laughing earlier. I don't know why. I know. But what is your hand on your? I know. It's what is it about? Yeah, please. So you clearly have been marching along all over the place. So please come here and defend Islam. Islam has 3 elements in relation. Hey, don't come near. Thank you very much. Don't come. No, don't. Thank you. Please, excuse me. Thank you. If you can stay away. All right, all Muslims, please stay focused right now. 3 specific problems that Islam has in relation to reasoning or rational behavior. 3 specific problems. Problem number 1, Islam responds, and all of these problems, by the way, are from the Quran. I am not willy-nilly making comments which are not official doctrine. Your Quran explains that anyone who questions Islam, you will respond with violence, irrational behavior. You do not allow critical scrutiny of Islam. Problem number 1, irrational, violent behavior. Problem number 2, in relation to rational behavior, problem number 2, Islam is a mafia gang, which means you cannot leave the Islamic Ummah with your life intact. You can't leave. It's a typical mafia gang. The moment you leave a mafia gang, they'll come after you. You know this. My dear Muslim friends, you all know this because you follow one of the best mafia gangs, most successful throughout time, best example of a mafia gang. So you would know, if you leave Islam, you can't guarantee that you will live your life and die only a natural death. That's not guaranteed to you. So problem number 2. Problem number 3, my dear friends, this is the most weird part. Problem number 3 is Islam says that it is not just the apostates who will be killed, but it is also those non-Muslims who engage in a critical scrutiny about Islam, making many Muslims leave Islam, such as me. Even though I have never been a Muslim, because my mind has been working quite reasonably, throughout my life, never been a Muslim. What does the Quran say? If I engage, my dear friends, please listen carefully. Everyone, most of you might not know this. Even if you think you know enough about Islam, the particular point I'm going to make right now, you might not know. So please listen carefully. Islam says, even non-Muslims, if you work in a manner so that many Muslims leave Islam, i.e. your work leads many Muslims to apostatize, then you also will be killed. This is what Islam says. So 3 specific problems in relation to structural issue called rational behavior. Earlier I spoke about truth. Now I am speaking about rational behavior. If you are a Muslim, my dear friend, any Muslim who is watching, please, instead of digging a grave in your ground, trying to hide everywhere, come forward, get in front of the cameras and engage in a conversation. My dear Muslim friends, who is there? Are you a Muslim, sir? No, you're not a Muslim. That's lovely. Lovely, lovely. Lovely. That's a good start. Good start already. I am a Christian. My precious Lord Jesus Christ helps me to reason properly. I'll give you a simple example. You're a Muslim, sir. You're not a Muslim? You look scared. No, you are drunk. Not interested. Not interested. My precious Lord Jesus, I'll give a simple example. My dear friends, I will give you a simple example from my precious Lord Jesus Christ to explain to you that my precious Lord Jesus will never force anyone to continue to follow him. And the simple example, would you believe? The person is called Apostle Peter. Many of you would be familiar with Apostle Peter, one of the important apostles of the precious Lord Jesus. Apostle Peter was appointed as an apostle and he was already with Jesus for a considerable period of time. More than a year he was with Jesus. To that Apostle Peter, when many other Christians many other disciples of Jesus left Jesus, do you know what Jesus asked? Jesus turned to Apostle Peter and he asked him, are you still with me? Do you not also want to leave me? Can you imagine the level of freedom that my precious Lord Jesus Christ gives? My precious Lord Jesus wants to conquer the world not through a sword, not through physical coercion. That is Islam. My precious Lord Jesus Christ wants to conquer the world through love. He wants to demonstrate the fact that he is the best lover there is. And therefore, he wants us to follow him. And I've known his love. And I know him to be the best lover there is. And therefore, I am a Christian. Not because he forces me. Not because he compels me. His love compels me, not his physical duress. So much so, he gives me enough space. Excuse me, sir, please. In contrast, how does Islam keep Muslims continue being Muslims? Number one, to the Muslims, it carefully goes to them and tells them, if you leave Islam, if you leave Islam, compulsion. Look at my precious Lord Jesus. Look at the silly little Muhammad. The precious Lord Jesus and the nasty Islam, the Mickey Mouse Islamic Allah. Can you imagine? You can't have a best example of opposites, polar opposites. Jesus is up there, the Mickey Mouse Islam is down here. So no wonder Hamas is busy digging up tunnels, because it wants to dig up, go as deep as it can, so it can perhaps have a word with the Islamic Allah, to ask the Islamic Allah to help them. My dear friends, whereas my Jesus gives you liberty to both follow and to leave him, Islam tells you, if you leave Islam, whereas my precious Lord Jesus Christ tells me that I can interact with the rest of the world freely. And therefore we have Christian missionaries go all over the place trying to explain, because we are not afraid of others convincing us out of Christianity. Not afraid at all. But what does Islam do? Islam has death penalty. My dear friends, Islam has death penalty not just for apostates, but also for those who make others, Muslims, apostatize. Even if you are a non-Muslim, if you make Muslims apostatize, so you see how Islam preserves the Islamic Ummah. To the Muslims it goes, don't leave or else I'll kill you. To the non-Muslims it goes on to say, don't make them leave If you make them leave, I'll kill you. So this is Islam. So no wonder in Saudi Arabia, you can't take the Bible and, for example, go to Mecca. You can't. Why? Because they are terribly afraid. If anyone goes to Mecca with a Bible, I guarantee you, you could be the crown prince of Saudi Arabia, but you will wet your trousers. That's how much you are scared. Because there is no substance. Because there is no substance in Islam, Islam thrives through threats. In Saudi Arabia, you can't have a Christian. Hey, please. If you give me space, stay away. Give me my personal space, stay away. Give me my personal space, stay away. If you go to Saudi Arabia, hey, whoa, whoa, don't give me my personal space.
He will not
Thank you.
Jesus.
All right. If you go to Saudi Arabia as a Christian and try to preach about Jesus, you will be killed. Even if you're non-Muslim. Why? Because they are terribly afraid. Not just in Saudi Arabia. Try that in even Dubai. You can go to Dubai, get drunk. Despite Islam, you can go to Dubai and get drunk. Have sex slaves. Sexual debauchery.
Do you worship the God?
Those things are allowed. But discussing about the Bible, not allowed. Openly try to discuss about the Bible in Dubai, see what happens to you. If you are a Muslim, my dear friends, step forward because you know this is what Islam does. So the Prime Minister in his recent address, one of his recent addresses, he says, live, hey, stay quiet. Thank you. The Prime Minister of the UK, in one of his recent addresses, he says to the English Christians, he says, live and let live.
You worship the
How
God of the
confused, how confused must he
You
be?
worship the God of the Catholics.
Maybe he intends to teach that lesson to the Muslims. Live and let live.
Was Jesus
Don't
the name of the
complain
Messiah?
that someone else buys a Quran and burns it. Don't complain.
Many
You
false
live
prophets,
and let others live.
a
That's
wolf in sheep's clothing.
a lesson that has been taught to
You
Muslims.
will not declare
Muslims,
his
please,
God
sir, are you Muslim, sir?
in front of me.
What is that? Is this what you learned in your masjid? Please, let's cover that, my dear brother. Is this what you learned in your masjid?
Say that the Messiah
You don't look like, say again.
the name Jesus
You don't, hey, look, you don't look like you're even 20.
the Messiah is Yeshua.
Excuse me, sir, don't be angry.
It means Yahweh is
I understand you're a Muslim, but don't be angry at Speaker's Corner. Thank you very much.